Never in my life would I have thought that this tank could be good. I was wrong. I was wrong. When I first saw that this tank would be contained in the loot boxes, I was like, yeah, I was not impressed, you know. I was like, okay, this is gonna be like any other tier 8 premium tank, and not even a very good one, you know. But I was so wrong. This tank is unbelievably great, you know. The turret armor is crazy. I mean, the gun is a little bit derpy, but the alpha damage, oh my god, you can outtrade anything apart from a Navi tank or a tank destroyer with this tank. This is ridiculously good, and I'm so happy and appreciative to be able to have this tank and present to you this gameplay, because I'm driving with my buddy here and we are completely ravaging this battle. We're breaking the game with these tanks, and what you're about to see is some A-class hold down gameplay with tier 8 premium tanks, even though this is a tier 9 battle. So watch this. At this point we have already removed the enemy blast, one light tank down. It's not even 1 minute into the game, and especially on this map where light tanks dominate the map, removing the light tanks is the highest priority that you have. So that was a very good move. What you're seeing me do here is I do not want to overcommit over the ridge. I know there are snipers on the hill. I know there are snipers on the one line. One wrong move, one moment where you're too greedy and you will lose your tank, potentially losing, you know, the game. So you have to be cautious. Don't overcommit yourself, especially early in the game where you still have to retain your hit points for the late game. The CC tank destroyer is spotted, proceeding to move forward, and our ELC is doing a superb job of, you know, lighting up those enemy tanks. And we know at this point that the position I have right now, which is E3, is perfect to farm the entire 1 or 2 line, especially with the hold-on tank that the Stridsyxa, you know what the tank is called, man, I can't pronounce it. This tank is perfect, and this position, you have to note it. You can look, watch this, you can look over the ridge and you can just farm them, and you don't even have to overexpose yourself. I mean, there are some shots that can be done from G1 where you are not safe, but as long as no one's there, you can just farm. You have free play there. And as you can see, I'm always minding my surroundings. I never try and tunnel vision. I always want to have an overview of the field. And we get another shot into the Project Lewis. Scorpion gets spotted, and this is just perfect. There you go. I'm very, very wary of the BZ. I know you can deal like 900 damage with one shot, so I never want to get that shot. But he is asleep, so we get one into the KPZ. And by the way, that already has been focusing us. At least it feels to me like the entire game. See, I don't want to overcommit. All I want is to catch the KPZ off guard. I've absolutely no intention of getting a shot by the BZ and absolutely no intention of being sniped by the guys camping on J1. I just, you know, want to get a quick snapshot into the KPZ, so that's why I'm wiggling around here. And I don't even have any reason to move away because we have the hill right now. We're like building our positions. If only the scout was more aggressive, then, you know, we could play more aggressive ourselves, but right now we're just waiting for the scout. So there's nothing really we can do other than have this position. Now our guys have successfully moved onto the lowermost point of the rails, which basically concludes the map. We do have all the positions, and right now we're just, you know, trying to farm as much as we can. And I don't even know where that shot went, but it most definitely didn't hit the enemy. At this point, again, I'm praying for the ELC to just move. I mean, we can see he only has 76 hit points, but there shouldn't be like a huge threat to him because there is not a lot of tanks that can actually be a threat to him, except for maybe the Stridsyxa or the Jagdpanzer if one of those guys has binoculars, you know. It's a shame our friend got taken out, but again, there's like no reason to be overly aggressive still, because we got everything under control. And still, we're just retaining this position. KPZ makes a move, grave mistake, gets taken out, but we're still Gucci. You know, there's really nothing that we have to do. The enemies, they don't have a scout, so I'm not really afraid of anything happening on the one line just yet. Stridsyxa gets spotted, another grave mistake, and that, to be honest, this right now, this really concludes the match. I don't see them really getting back at it. The reason I'm relocating right now is I want to spot the Strid for our Scorpion to be able to shoot him. That's the reason I'm doing this. Also, I have to be super wary because this position can be countered by the Centurion, and I don't want to get any side shots. That's why I'm so cautious. And out of nowhere, a wild Centurion appeared. I'm like, okay, what is happening? Had he stayed in the ditch, I would have, you know, I would have been in a bad spot. But him moving away, like, yeah, he gave up a strong position there. Yeah, I'm just trying my luck. You know, usually they camp in those bushes, but yeah, I wasn't lucky. I have absolutely no idea what happened there. I remember when playing this, I was super sad that that happened, but yeah, he was taken out, so it's not a big deal. If someone's going for the arty and you know you can craft an angle, it's a good idea to just stand still and try and snipe them. But I was too slow, so that's that. But still, it was worth a shot, was worth the chance. And that concludes the video. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Stick around for the next upload and see you soon. Bye bye, take care.